7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shit.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He's taking a shot on his first play. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's the snap on 4th. And it falls incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Roll! Let's go now.
Fullback trying to power it across. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Is in for the New York touchdown. The Jets get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets take over on his 5th interception of the season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, check. Hey, check that, bring it. Check smash. Ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-0 lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming here from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
From the 31. Rolling left, buying some time. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Another carry for him. And this is only a short gain. He's stopped down at the 33. He was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Chased out to his right. Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, needing a first. Cut out left. There he goes again. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Ready.
The task gets tougher as they set up on 4th down. Need a conversion, and they're throwing for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Golden Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's going to push one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he finally goes out, but not until he takes it to the opposing 35. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lions. Panther 11, Take over.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Buying some time left. He can run it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Golden Eagles looking for a score before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. Escapes out to the left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Golden Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Golden Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
After 60.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Ready up.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Golden Eagles tie things up at 14. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Back to the air following the pick-6. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
Let's go now.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Dumped off to his running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pass is hauled in by the running back.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Near the sideline at the 30, still going. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the third down surprise. It used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now.
Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hook.
From the 19. Complete out to the right. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
From the red zone now. He rolls to his right. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10 now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down. Finds a man right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 20 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He gets loose down the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Okay, ready?
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. The back grabs it. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And in for the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Golden Eagles tie this game at 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Handoff to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On the set.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go. Hook.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Let's go.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Got it. Ready? 70 Lion. Ready?
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Set. Set. Hurt. Set go.
Plowing up the middle. Runs inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Ready? Ready?
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. Be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're going to catch him. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Golden Eagles now trailed by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Ready? Check, 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 check.
They'll run here on 1st down. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds his fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, they'll run. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down. They give it to him again. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Ready up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, sack.
Dropping back to throw. That one's complete, right side. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets going for the win here. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets have taken the lead late. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So the win goes to the Jets. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.